Hello everyone, welcome back to Dreamscape Automotive again for another video. So today you join us at home again with the A45s, and today we're going to fit wheel spacers on the car. It's going to allow us to bring the wheels out slightly and just get the stance of the car a lot better before we go into things like lowering springs and all that. So yeah, join us today on the journey of installing 15mm spacers on the A45s, and we're going to take you through the whole journey as always, so you can do this yourself on your driveway. Enjoy the video. Welcome to Dreamscape Automotive. So welcome inside the A45s. So as I said at the start of the video, we're going to be doing the 15mm spacers all round today, but first we need to go and collect a few tools because we're just building up the tool kit that we need for the YouTube channel. So we're going to go and get some petrol, we're going to enjoy our Red Bull, and then we're going to go to Halfords and we need to pick up a breaker bar, and a socket that fits the wheel nut. And then I have to go and visit my dad's house and borrow a torque wrench so that we can get the right Newton meters when we torque the wheels up and do all this stuff properly. So we'll check back in when we're doing the spacers. Okay, we'll jump into Halfords and see if we can get this breaker bar that we need. Absolutely empty car park at this time in the morning, but we're always here first. Right, where's the tools at, Jackie Moon? The storming, I reckon they'll be down the back here somewhere. Oh, toolboxes, here we go. Axle stands, now we've already got them. Oh, that trolley jack's nice, isn't it? £100. We don't need one, but I think that's what we're wanting there. 5-piece wheel removal kit with sockets as well.
You can buy individual sockets as well.
Oh, you can buy. Oh yeah, so there's all the sockets, look.
Because as long as they're 1/2 inch drive.
Yeah, there's the big one for the motorbike there, look, for the back wheel.
See if they're 1/2 inch drive, then I can put them on the impact driver.
Aye.
Just to take them out, not to actually torque them up or anything like that. Obviously we'll use a torque wrench for that.
So we're going to have to get a bit of help for one of the staff here because they're in a locked cabinet, but we'll just go and grab someone. You got what we need?
Locked and loaded.
Sorted. Right, that's us, we've got what we need, so we just need to go and get the torque wrench now. Always got to catch a video of the car when we're out, looking lovely. Needs a bit of a wash actually, but I don't think we're going to get that done today with the weather. We've just come out of Halfords, check this.
I've not seen one of them so long.
Look how small it is. Go and stand next to it. Jack's not the biggest guy either.
They were made for like me.
That is minted, man.
Wait, I wonder how much they go for now.
Beautiful. The driveway here at the house is on too much of a slope for the trolley jack, so we're going to take the car up to a flat section just up the street there. Always make sure when you're working on a car on a jack and axle stands that when you bring it up, it's on a flat surface as good as you can so you don't risk tipping the car over. So here's just a quick walk round of the car just to see what it looked like before, so you can see that the wheels are sitting quite far under the arches. This is quite a wide car as it stands, but we just wanted to make sure that the wheels are sticking out just the right amount to make it look good. So you can see there that the arch is kind of hanging over the top of the wheel, especially at the front here. If we walk forward, you can see there, it feels like the wheels are kind of hiding under the arches. So we're hoping that these 15mm spacers are just going to make the big difference. Okay, so let's go through all of the tools that we've got. So we've got torque wrench in here. You always want to set the torque back to what it was supposed to be from factory. Got an axle stand that we're going to put underneath just for safety. We've got a relatively old but still working trolley jack here. This tool here is for taking off the centre cap on these AMG Mercedes models. That's an absolutely key bit of kit. We've got a breaker bar here with a 17mm or a 19mm, can't remember, a socket on it that's going to take the wheel nuts off and put the new ones on. Got extra stuff here from the breaker bar kit, just some bigger sockets in case we need them. We've got the spacers, so you can see there, good bit of kit, 15mm thick spacers there, and they're black aluminium to match the colour of the wheels so we don't see the spacers. When we ordered these, we got longer wheel nuts as well. As we're bringing the wheel out 15mm, we need to make sure that we add that extra 15 on, and we'll torque these up to factory specs as well. So we'll just loosen these off whilst the car's still on the ground, so that when we lift it up onto the jack and the axle stand, there's not too much moving around, and they'll come off a lot easier. And I'll just go and get the lock and wheel nut as well. When cars like this are quite low, depends on what type of car you're working on, but the trolley jack isn't going to fit underneath here. So we're going to drive the car up onto a few bits of long timber here, progressively driving up onto it to bring it up a few inches so we can get the trolley jack under. So 2 people to take the wheel off there, we're just going to pop the wheel spacer on. So it's hub centric, so you can see it's got the edge on it there, so that's just going to pop over the hub, and then the wheel's going to pop right over the top.
Absolutely fine. Spot on, man.
I'm glad we got those arch cars now. So we were wrestling with it a wee bit there, but we managed to get to grips, so we think we need to put the spacer on the inside of the wheel first, hit it in with a hammer so it's lined up with the holes, because when you're trying to do it all at one time, too much. So we're going to carry on right around the car now, but looking good already. We've got this set to 125 Newton meters because that's the factory settings for this car. You always want to go back to the factory torque, and then after you've been driving with the spacers on for a couple of hours, you want to re-torque them again just to make sure. Just torquing them in a pattern, so I've been taught in my life that you just work your way back and forth kind of across to just do it as equally as possible, so when it's tightening on and you can hear the torque wrench clicking as you go. We'll just check that they're all there. Click. 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 And click. So that's us at 125 Newton meters of torque on all of those wheel nuts, so we should be able to take the car down now.
1 down, 3 to go.
Right. Yep.
What's the torque spec on the...
That isn't it. I don't know the torque spec.
The runaway.
This is a classic horse it up one.
Click. That's it. That's it.
That's it. You always need to wear your black latex gloves, especially if you're a YouTuber. This is Jack's F1 pit stops here.
Aye.
Takes him over a minute to get the centre cap off.
You'll be gone in a minute, mate, don't worry.
Valtteri Bottas at Bahrain. You can see what I was saying, so it's better to line the spacer up on the inside of the wheel, so if you can get that on there like so and then chap it on.
This is going to be so much.
Okay, so literally just check in there with your eyes and just make sure that it's lined up, and then just give it a tap. Just make sure it's properly lined up and it's flat on the back of the wheel. When you torque the bolts up, you don't want anything squint so that it kind of pulls in a funny way. You could maybe end up stripping the bolts, so you just have to be careful. So,
Hell, man.
so there's little guides on the inside that go in the wheel nut hole, so just be mindful for that if you're working on a Mercedes.
His pit stop was longer than mine.
So just first impressions, it looks absolutely amazing. Look, even just from this angle, look at the difference there. We'll come back a wee bit, look at that. Looks so much better already. Everything's back on perfectly to torque spec as it's meant to be, so we'll just jump over and do the other side now and then we'll get a final result. Okay, one last check. Good. Good. Oh. Good. 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 We're just going to take the car a quick run, get it up to temperature, get it up to speed, make sure that we're happy, we haven't caused any wheel wobble or wheel alignment. Always check. We've got the torque wrench and the socket in the boot just to make sure, so if you're travelling after you've done any modifications to your wheels, springs, spacers, anything like that, always keep the torque wrench in the boot for a couple of days just in case anything happens. Feels absolutely perfect already.
That's good. That's a good start.
That's a good start, aye. So if anybody knows these AMG cars, they'll know that the inside of the tyres wear quicker than the outside. I think it's something to do with the factory setup of the cars. we've just put a brand new set of Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's on this car, and we're taking it for a 4-wheel alignment next Friday just to make sure that everything's good. So we're going to get on the Hunter alignment machine, so just to make sure. Also, probably a good idea to get a 4-wheel alignment, Jack was saying, after you've put spacers on the car, just to make sure that everything's good. It might cost you £75 and it might be a waste of money, but it's good for peace of mind because we know how expensive the tyres can be. I think the combo with the spacers and the lowering springs is a popular combo with these new cars, with the adaptive suspension, the adaptive dampers. There's not really any need for you to put coilovers on a car like this unless you've got a specific use for a track. But I mean, this car was what, 60 plus K brand new. It's definitely coming with some pretty trick suspension on it from factory. You don't have to worry too much about that. But the lowering springs and the spacers with the factory dampers seems to be the sweet spot. Come on.
Get spacers to test here.
I know. Right, so we'll pop it in Sport Plus and then we'll nip out onto this slip road here. Absolutely no wobble in the steering wheel. Obviously we put the longer bolts on, so that's made sure that we've got the right amount of millimetres in the threads. My hands are pretty clean because I had those gloves on.
Aye, mechanic gloves.
Aye.
That sounds good.
Right mate, I'm coming out. Oh. No, so we're at what, 70 miles per hour now, and you put your hand on, you tell me, it feels totally fine.
Aye.
Yeah?
Aye.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Obviously we said there's a 4-wheel alignment happening next week anyway, so if there was a small vibration or any sort of wobble, as long as we are happy that the wheels are torqued, the spacers are on flat, which we checked, then the 4-wheel alignment should just double check to make sure that everything's good. Oh, it's a busy motorway, this one though.
What a car, man. What a machine. Sounds fucking good, man. I didn't remember it sounding as good as that. See how grippy those pilots. Aye, I didn't expect it here. See, my car would be in that wall if I'd done that there, man. Fucking sounds good, man.
So I think we can sign it off.
Oh, aye.
Sounds perfect.
Feels
Feels perfect.
Feels perfect. Sounds better.
Yeah, we'll just do a couple of quick pulls, make sure we're happy, and then we should be good.
The grip this thing has, man, it's even crazier with those new PS4s.
It's mental, isn't it?
It's ridiculous.
This 4-wheel drive system is
it's ridiculous. It's totally different to the M2, the way it picks up and that, man. It feels a lot more powerful.
It just hooks, doesn't it? Like there's no... And this is up a big hill, like...
It's absolute fucking
hats off to Mercedes, I tell you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think the spacers are alright.
Tried and tested.
Yeah, good. Okay, so that was a relatively easy job when we got through it, but it was quite difficult. Standing away the car here, it was quite difficult when we started, so there's a few things that we learned there. But it looks absolutely mega. So we're going to run around the car with the GoPro, get as many side shots as we can to show you the difference, and then we're going to take it out on the road, and I'll get Jack to do a few rolling shots when I'm moving out the driveway so you can see. But 15 mil spacers, I would say, is about the limit. The front of this car is pretty wide as it is, so it's made it look absolutely perfect. Some lowering springs are required next. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that process and you've learned something for this today, and we'll see you in the next video.